What if I told you that the greatest blueprint for success was created over 100 million years ago, and it wasn't made by humans, that long before we built cities, formed governments, or even had the concept of teamwork, a tiny creature had already perfected it? That right now, as you're watching this, an entire civilization is operating with flawless efficiency, unmatched resilience, and an understanding of success that we're only beginning to grasp. Bees. Yes, bees. These tiny architects of nature have been thriving for over 100 million years, outlasting species, adapting to change, and building societies so advanced, scientists are still trying to understand them. And here's the best part. What they do isn't just impressive, it's a blueprint we can use. What if you could take their secrets and apply them to your own life? What if the key to success, resilience, and productivity was buzzing all around us this whole time? But here's the real question. What exactly have bees figured out that we haven't? And how can these tiny creatures help you navigate your own challenges, improve your focus, and build a life that thrives? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a completely new perspective, not just on bees, but on yourself. Bees aren't just inspiring poets and philosophers. They've inspired scientists, engineers, and even programmers. Have you ever heard of swarm intelligence? It's a concept in artificial intelligence and algorithm design that's modeled after bees. Scientists have studied how bees find the most efficient routes to flowers and applied that logic to create optimization algorithms, used in everything from traffic systems to internet data routing to even stock market predictions. Their ability to collectively solve problems, distribute workloads, and adapt to new challenges is something that even supercomputers try to mimic. The question is, if we're programming machines to think like bees, why aren't we applying the same lessons to our own lives? Picture this: a city that never stops. No breaks, no laziness, no hesitation. Every single individual knows exactly what to do, when to do it, and why it matters. It's a system so flawless, so refined, that it seems almost impossible. But here's the thing. This city isn't built by humans. It's a hive, and its architects are tiny buzzing creatures with an instinct for perfection. Can you imagine if human society worked like that? Think about your own life. What if you created a system where your habits, your goals, and your daily actions flowed seamlessly? No more wasted time, no more hesitation, just pure, unstoppable momentum. How much more could you achieve if you structured your life like a hive? Think about your life for a moment. How often do we feel lost, unsure of our place in the world, drifting from one thing to another, waiting for purpose to just appear? Bees don't have that problem. Every bee in the hive is born knowing exactly what role it must play. Some forage, some build, some defend, some tend to the queen. But here's the truly remarkable part. If the hive is in trouble, bees will adapt, switching roles as needed. They don't waste time overthinking, complaining, or hesitating. They take action. What if we did the same? Instead of stressing over uncertainty, what if we leaned into our strengths, took responsibility for our lives, and adapted when needed? That's how we grow. That's how we thrive. Let's be real. Life doesn't go as planned. We lose jobs, relationships fall apart, the unexpected happens. And when that happens, most people freeze. They get stuck in what ifs and why me's. But here's where bees are smarter than us. They don't panic, they adapt. If a hive is destroyed, they rebuild. If food sources shift, they change course. They don't dwell on losses, they act. Resilience isn't about avoiding failure. It's about how fast you can bounce back. So, let me ask you, what's something in your life that didn't go as planned? Are you still stuck in it? What if, instead of dwelling on setbacks, you trained yourself to pivot, to look for solutions, and to keep moving forward? What if you adapted, just like the bees? Let me ask you something. How much do you really rely on others? How much do you trust the people around you? Because bees, they survive only through teamwork. A lone bee is nothing. A hive? Unstoppable. They share food, communicate constantly, and take care of the weak. There is no selfishness, no hoarding, no every bee for itself. Imagine if we built our communities that way. What if, instead of competing, we lifted each other up? How much stronger could we be? Take a moment to reflect. Are you surrounded by people who push you forward, who encourage your success? Or are you trying to do everything alone? Maybe it's time to build your own hive, a network that helps you thrive. Bees are nature's greatest architects. Every honeycomb cell, a perfect hexagon, because it's the most efficient shape in nature. It stores the most honey using the least material. No wasted space, no wasted time. Now, be honest. See what I did there? A little wordplay for you. But seriously, how often do you waste time on things that don't matter? Scrolling endlessly, procrastinating, jumping from one thing to the next. Bees focus only on what's essential. They build with precision and purpose. Now imagine if you applied that level of focus to your own life. If you cut out distractions and prioritized what truly moves you forward. How much more could you achieve? What if you designed your days as efficiently as a honeycomb? You might think bees are just tiny, buzzing insects. But did you know they have their own language? And not just sounds, movement. When a bee finds a great food source, it doesn't hoard it. It doesn't keep it a secret. It comes back and performs a dance. Yes, a dance, to tell the others exactly where to go. Precise directions, shared instantly. Now, think about human communication. How often do we fail to say what truly matters? How often do we assume people understand us, when in reality, they don't? What if you communicated your goals, your needs, your vision clearly, both to yourself and those around you? Wouldn't that change everything? What if you took a lesson from the bees and made sure your dance, your words, your actions always sent a clear message? So here's the big question. If bees have thrived for 100 million years, shouldn't we take some notes? Purpose, adaptability, teamwork, efficiency, communication. They've built a civilization that runs like a masterpiece. And here we are, still figuring things out. But we don't have to struggle. We can borrow their wisdom. Find your purpose, build your hive, adapt, communicate, and work towards something bigger than yourself. Because in the end, success isn't about going at it alone. It's about working together, building something greater than yourself, and creating a future that thrives. So, are you ready to think like the bees? Are you ready to thrive? If this video opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, subscribe for more deep insights, and let's build something incredible together.